Then in 1974, I went again for Hajj. That was because I took my mother because, she was very depressed after my father passed away. And, she couldn't, so I promised her I'll take her for Hajj. Then myself, my mother, and my niece, the three of us, went for Hajj also, which was also very memorable for me because I spent that Hajj with my mother again. And that was in 1974. But you could see Makkah was changing every year. What I saw in 1960, what I saw in 1971 was a lot of difference. And that's in 1974 when I took my mother again. And it was also very nice. I spent a lot of time with her and making tawaf with her. It was so nice. Spending time with her in Medina, taking her for ziyarah, doing everything with her. It was also very nice. I really enjoyed myself with my mommy. And my mommy is my world. She is everything to me. And I really miss her. She's something that we all cherish. And very, like these trips like that give you more yad dasi, whatever it is, it takes you back again in memory how you spend your time with your mommy. And those were full time, we used to not working and coming back seeing my mom in the evening, no. This was full time in Mecca and Medina, which we spent with her, it was about 6 weeks we went for, and that 6 weeks was also really something for me. My mother, because that amount of time I spent with her, and the amount of, it's like you're taking her out wherever she wants to. I used to take her out, go for a walk, go take her to the haram. We used to sit together and just admire the Kaaba. And she was very fond of reading the Quran. That was her love. And whenever you come, when we used to come at home also in the evening, when I walk into her room, she's only reading her Quran. Quran was her life. And that's what when we go to the haram also, we used to sit together. She used to take out her Quran and she's reading her Quran, talking to me, asking me things and do this. She used to tell me what to do. Read this, do this. And you would really appreciate it. And she used to make dua for me. You couldn't believe. That dua, what I always say, one thing in my life, I had ups and downs in my life. But my mother's dua really helped me. My mother told me one thing, Dikra, my dua is you'll never ever stay hungry. Your family and you will never ever stay hungry. That's my dua. Even in my bad times, I went for Umrah. Where the money came from, how I went, I don't know. But I made sure that my family, my mother they had everything what they needs were there. Where it came from, I don't know. But this was my mother's dua. And she used to make dua. I remember in Medina also, we were sitting in the hotel there. We were just sitting in the hotel and she was reading the Quran. And then afterwards I was sitting in the other side and I could hear her make dua, The dua she used to make, in her own way, it's like with feelings. You couldn't imagine how their duas were, But these old people, their duas were something different, man. Because it was from their heart, not reading like we read duas. No, they were speaking to Allah, they asking Allah for everything. And this is the memory which I found and I saw in her, in Mecca. That's the time when we spent the time with her in Mecca, in Medina, which I spent with her. That is what I saw in her. Because normally at home you come down, we all family together, we sit down, we talk, and it's not much. Then you're coming from work and you're tired and you have supper and then you read your namaz or whatever, and everybody in the room and you sleep and you get up, you go to work and you come back. Only Sundays come, either you go to the wedding or there's some function or something. So, how much time do you really spend with your mother? But this time, this 6 weeks which I spent with her was something else for me. It was really everything for me in my life, in Mecca, in Medina.
What would your advice then be to young people of today around Hajj and their mothers?
You know, I tell you something, if it's possible to take your mother, if they allow you to take your mother, take your mother. Take your mother for Hajj, and then you will see what mother is really mother. That's why I advise, if it's possible for them, and make a lot of dua for your parents. Make a lot of dua for your parents.